So important. What is your darkest secret that you plan to take to the grave? I won't say my real name since I probably won't go up to heaven for this, but I'm about 16, and I always go down to this bank to take money out. I only had a savings account, so I didn't have an ATM card at the time. There was always this cute chick working there. She'd always smile and greet me, and I'd always try to go to her line. As she was a bank teller, I only saw her sitting down. This is important later. She also has some watermelons. This is also important since it's all I can look at when I talk to her. One day, I work up all the confidence to ask her out. I make sure I'm flexing my money so she knows I got motion. She laughed and said yes. So we set up a time around the weekend for me to come over and pick her up. She gives me her number, I get her address, and I skip home as happy as can be. So it's the weekend. And I drive up to her house in my little beat-up Honda. I knock on her door and her dad answers. A split second of holy moly comes over me, but he just gives me this heartwarming smile and invites me into this house. I instantly feel at ease and we go sit down in the living room. Her dad is all happy like I'm so glad you're taking my daughter out and I really appreciate it and all this craziness. She can be a handful. So I'm starting to think to myself, oh, what have I gotten myself into? So her dad reaches into his pocket and pulls out a set of car keys. He says, I want you to take my car. I said, no, that's okay. I have my car. He's all like, no, practically forcing the keys into my hand. Still keeping his big smile on his face. No sooner does he give me the keys than I heard a loud buzz from the top of the stairs. Holy moly, she's in a wheelchair. A split second of shallow human being comes over me, but I think about it and say to myself, I can do this. Game is game and I have to see it through now. She's awesome and has a great personality, with some nice watermelons. We go outside and I realize why her dad wanted me to take his truck. It was all rigged up with the belts and harnesses and the door that came all the way out for the wheelchair. So I took his truck and we headed to the movies. The best part is the handicap spot. We even beat an old lady to the only parking spot, and the best part was the girl looked at her and said womp womp as we took the parking spot. So we're in the theater and no sooner does the movie start, then she starts putting her hands all over me. That's totally cool with me. We started making out almost during the whole movie. It was Black Panther, so it was even better. My parents were out of town that weekend, so I asked her if she wanted to come back to my place. She says yes, so we get back in her dad's truck and we're on the way to my house. We arrive at my house. I have stairs, so I have to carry her inside. Thankfully my room is on the first floor. So I get her inside, throw her, and we start going at it. When all of a sudden I hear a pop and her leg comes off. She's got a fake leg. How did I miss that? However, this isn't enough to stop Ben 10, so I grab her leg and chuck it out my window as I scream Kobe, and make it into the trash bin.